When I'm there in that moment, I'm there in that moment. I'm moving from point A to point B, or moving weight from here to there, or hitting a pose and trying to get myself out of my own headspace. I was in the Army from 2010 to 2015. I was EOD tech, which is explosive ordnance disposal. Essentially, any ground ordnance or IEDs is what our job is to take care of those. When you're in the military, you have essentially everything that you ever need. You have structure, you have a paycheck, you have community. In this day and age, we're a volunteer military. Folks sign up to go into the military because they want to serve our country. And once their time is over, I think it is, I don't know, it's hard to answer that question. I think you go for this like euphoric state of like, I'm out, I'm free, I'm my own person, I can do whatever I want. And I remember specifically a day, it was a weekday, and I was just slamming beers on the couch and playing video games. And my wife came out, and it's like 2 a.m. and I have to be at work the next day, you know, normal work hours. She's like, what are you doing? She's like, if you want to be married and have a happy marriage and a productive life for the rest of life, you need to figure your stuff out. And I said, okay. And she said, by the way, you're getting fat, get your ass to the gym. And I said, all right, fair. Put me in my place pretty quickly, right? You know, our mission statement is to connect veterans to the community through physical and social activity. But when you take all the brass tacks and science away, it's really about building genuine relationships with the folks where you're at.
When I was still wearing a uniform, I never would have been caught dead doing yoga, and no one that I know would have. And in the last decade, it's gone from being kind of taboo or made fun at to being very embraced by the veteran and military culture. And I think people do it ultimately because it works. To the general public, PTSD, some people think about it as this like life sentence of that's something that's untreatable, and it's actually very treatable, but it takes work to do that. And yoga is a really important part of that process.
Rise all the way up, flying warrior, lengthen everything.
You can change your mind in as little as 5 deep breaths. So it's the quickest, most profound, most efficient way to create a more calming state.
It's pretty astonishing when you get done. The things that you thought about before don't seem to really matter after you're done working out. Like you kind of lose the stresses of life.